Hello and welcome to Pigeon Pose or Eka Pada Rajakapotasana, as well as Reclined Figure Four pose, which is an excellent alternative to Pigeon Pose. Now, pigeon pose is a posture that is very commonly practiced and taught, particularly in vinyasa yoga. You'll see this often at the end of a class or at the beginning of a cool down of a vinyasa class. The reason why is this posture is a very deep hip opener and hip stretch. It works into the hip flexors, the inner groin, the piriformis muscles, as well as the psoas. So there's a lot going on here. That's also why it's typically used as a cool down posture, because these are all areas that are really, really tense and tight from long times of sitting, working at a desk, or driving. So that's why everyone usually is very happy to find themselves in this pose. Now, if you are dealing with any ankle, knee, or hip injuries, then you do want to skip pigeon pose and consider exploring reclined figure four pose if that's comfortable in your body. And if not, these are both poses that should be skipped until you're feeling better. Okay, so let's go ahead and try this pose out for ourselves. Now, from your tabletop position, I really love coming into pigeon pose from downward facing dog. So that's where we're going to start. And we're going to do it with the right leg. So I like to lift the right leg up behind and then hug the right thigh into the chest. See that I'm lifting, I'm sucking the thigh into my chest using core strength because this is going to allow me to step that right ankle up as we drop the knee down. Now, you can extend your left leg long and gently come into the pose. If you are not there yet, that's okay. What we're going to do is step the right foot through as much as we can. We're going to help the right foot forward with the hand, and then from here, shimmy the right foot over towards the left edge of the mat. All right. So from here, walk your left foot back a little bit, untuck the toes as you're ready. And then I want you to begin by drawing the right heel in towards the right hip. Good. So this is a very gentle variation of where to place the leg and therefore is the most accessible. So before we move on any further from here, if you already know that this variation is not okay for your body, then you're just going to sit and watch and then we'll explore figure four next. If you're in this pose and you're saying, okay, it feels pretty good, then let's check out a few things. First, I want you to look over your left shoulder and make sure that your left leg is directly in line with your left hip. Good. And you can make any adjustments you need to just by tucking the toes and moving them back. Once you've got that straight, long line of energy, come forward once more. And the next thing is I want you to check in with your right glute. Now, watch mine. If your hip is lifted like mine and you've got enough space between the hip and the mat for a yoga block, a book, a pillow, go ahead and slide that support underneath because I want you to be able to relax into it. Good. Okay. Now from here, press your palms into the mat and just lift your heart forward. Take a deep breath in. This might be plenty for you today, and this is a great place to be. I'm going to continue on so you can see the other very common expressions of this posture. So from here, the next would be to lower down to the forearms, almost like a sphinx pose through the heart and the chest. Again, great place to stop. And this is where our true practice of yoga comes in. This is where we really get clear and honest with ourselves and where our body is at. So from there, the next step is to stack the forearms and gently relax the forehead down to rest on the forearms. That's amongst the full expression, other full expressions being forehead all the way down to the mat. And there are many, many variations that can be taken from there. But for the purpose of this video, these are the primary variations of pigeon pose. Now, to come out of this posture, we're just going to start by tucking the left toes and sliding the left knee up so that we can simply step the right knee back and find tabletop pose, wagging our hips left to right. Good. Now, from here, let's exit by crossing our ankles, and we're just going to come onto the seat to explore the other variation of pigeon pose, which is reclined figure four. And again, I love this posture because it's much more accessible for those of us who aren't quite ready to access pigeon yet, or who are working with any injuries or issues in the body. So to begin, we're going to lie flat on the back, and then walk your feet in so that you can grace your heels with your hands. From there, lift your left foot and stack your left ankle on top of your right thigh. Flex your left toes so your foot is active and engaged. Good. So from there, you're going to lift the right foot off the mat and then take a look up. We've got an upside down triangle shape with our legs. Thread your left arm through that triangle shape and then interlace your fingers behind the back of the right thigh. Good. From there, relax your head back down to the mat. Now keep both of your feet flexed. This is a safety preventative measure for our knee joints. If you would like a little more stretch on your hip, then gently press your left elbow into your left knee. If you want to decrease the intensity of the stretch, simply allow your legs to gently fall away from you a bit. And this is our reclined figure four pose. Now to come out of it, we'll start by releasing the fingers down by the sides, releasing the right foot to the mat, and then uncrossing the left foot to meet it. You can gently press yourself back up to a seated position, and there you have it, pigeon pose or Eka Pada Rajakapotasana and reclined figure four.